Okay, so this is Wordle. It is a Web 2.0 tool that creates word clouds. It's very handy to use in a variety of situations. I'm actually going to show you an example of how to use it to kind of find the main ideas of a famous speech. So I've already copied Martin Luther King's famous "I Have a Dream" speech, and I'm going to just paste it in here. You can see it was quite a lengthy speech, but it's all in there. And you can see here at the bottom, you also have the option to enter a URL of a blog or blog feed or web page that has an RSS feed, and when you do that, it will actually kind of pull the words from the page. But the easiest thing to do is to paste a bunch of text into the text box. What's great about this is that Wordle is going to see what words are actually repeated most often, and words that are repeated actually will receive a larger font. So when we hit go, it's going to create a word cloud for us. By the way, you have to be on a computer that uses Java. You just saw that little pop-up. It's asking me permission to use Java. Unfortunately, our computers at school will not allow us to use this Java add-on, so I can't use Wordle at school right now, but I can use it at home. So you see it's created this beautiful word cloud, and you see some of the largest words are words like freedom and Negro and ring, nation, dream. Probably some of the words that you may have expected and some that you may not have expected to be most repeated in his speech. Now, what's great about Wordle is that you can now edit this word cloud. You're not stuck with it the way that it is. So, for example, under font, obviously you can choose different fonts and kind of experiment with that, of what might be more your style. I'm just going to pick one randomly. You can also change the color. So right now we have a white background. You can change it to a black background to give it a little more pop if you like. And you can even change the layout. So they have it where you can have like more rounded edges to your cloud or more straight edges to your cloud. They also have it where you can kind of put them in alphabetical order. So it'll kind of start with A over here and end with Z down here. Obviously, because it's a word cloud, it's not going to be perfect, but it is more in alphabetical order than before. You also can kind of play around with whether or not you want the words to be horizontal or vertical or any which way. I'm going to go with any which way, and you kind of get like a crazy jumble. It really kind of changes the theme and the feeling of the visual presentation here. Also, if you're not really sure what you want, there's this great randomize button here at the bottom, and you can just click it until you find something that you like. Or maybe you get something you kind of like and then you just want to tweak it a little. Also up here, the edit button will let you undo anything that you're like, ooh, I don't like that. Please take me back to where I was. You can print from here to get a physical copy, or you can save it to the public gallery. I'm going to save mine to the public gallery. I'm going to give it the title, and I'm just going to say famous speech. Famous "I Have a Dream" speech. Okay. I'm gonna leave the comments blank. I'm not gonna put my username on here. I'm just gonna say okay. When you get to this point, what is also really cool is that Wordle gives you the option, it gives you a code, and this code you can copy and paste to insert it into your blog or homepage. So it's a little bit of HTML code down here, so that's also handy. You also can go into advanced if you're an advanced user, and you can actually weight your words or your phrases here. They should give you an example, and then they give you the text box to do it from here. Like I said before, if your words are repeated, it's going to automatically weight them. But if you don't want to take the time, like if you're creating one on your own, you're creating your own word list to generate this Wordle, then you may want to use this instead. It's just like a shortcut to make something more weighted. You also can specifically choose your colors by word as well if you want even more additional control. You'll have to be familiar with hex colors, but it is possible to do that here. And you can get even more advanced. But just for today's session, I think we've gone far enough. Once you go to the gallery, you'll be able to see most recent post. Here's mine from a minute ago. But you can see on here, there are some others. Like here's one who created one for the book Divergent. And so we can kind of take a look at hers. And it looks like she's got maybe some vocabulary or main ideas, things like that. This is a great way to explore like the main idea of a text with your students. Because, for example, if you're going to be talking about famous speeches and you've studied and read, or you're going to study or read Dr. Martin Luther King's speech, this is a great way to kind of visualize the main ideas or concepts of his message. Like, what words were important to the making of that speech. So this is Wordle. It's a great tool. It's super easy to use. And I hope that you will use it well with your students.